Welcome you all to today's lecture. So this is N. Yerimalai, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Aeronautical Engineering, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research, Chennai. Today, I'm going to explain about introduction about total quality management under the subject total quality management subject code BVA 858. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about introduction of total quality management, the concept of total quality management, benefit of the total quality management, and key elements of total quality management, advantage, drawbacks of the total quality management, and finally, conclusions. So these are the contents today we are going to discuss about in today's lecture. First, we'll start about the introduction. If you take the total quality management, it will be the word, a sentence consisting of three words like a total, quality, then management. So these are the three words containing in total quality management. So what is meant by total? It is we can tell it is made up of the whole. Made up of whole, the everything we can tell. Okay. Next thing is the quality. What is meant by quality? In two terms, we can define the quality. One in the product, another one in the service. So, degree of excellence in a product or service. How much quality we are getting in a product or how much quality we are getting in a service. In terms of degree, we have to tell. Then, third word is the management. It is a act, art, or manner of planning, controlling, and directing. This is called management. So now we can tell total quality management in the sense it is a art of managing the whole to achieve the excellence. This is about total quality management. Then now we will move on to the concept of total quality management. Why we have to go for the total quality management? To produce the quality product on the first time. So which in the sense, during the first time of manufacturing or during the first time of service, we have to provide the quality products. We should not go for the second time manufacturing or we should not go for the some error product. While making the first time, the product should come with the 100% perfectness. So that is called the quality. How we can achieve the quality in the first time itself? By implementing the TQM concept. For that, we are having a number of tools, quality TQM tools we are having. Those things we will discuss in the upcoming lectures. Right. So this is the main concept of TQM. And then second point is we have to focus on the customer. Why we have to focus on the customer? Right. So I told in the previous slide, we are providing quality in the product as well as the service. Who are getting the product? Who are getting the service? The customer. The customer may be whoever. The person who is getting the mobile, the person who is getting the service, the person who is buying the bikes, all are the customer. So that time we have to focus the customer. Why we have to focus the customer? Why? Because the customer only purchasing or getting the service. So our focus should be on the customer. Then the concept, sorry, in the total quality management concept, for improving quality or giving a quality, we are having a strategic approach. For what we are having strategic approach? For improvement in the quality. In this, you have to think about, with the help of the strategic approach, how we can get the improvement in the quality. Right. So let us imagine you produce or you are manufacturing a product. Right. That time you have to measure the output of the quality. So when you are measuring the output of the quality, that time that should meet the 100% quality or some 99.73% it should meet. Then only we can accept it is meet with the TQM concept, or else you have to take some actions to improve the quality of that product. How we can improve the quality of the product? By implementing some quality tools. So those tools will come under the strategic approach for improving the quality of the product. Here, and then we can improve the quality of the product continuously. How we can improve the product of the quality continuously? If we implement the TQM concept, right? Then this concept, the TQM concept, will encourage mutual respect as well as teamwork. Now we will go for the various definitions of TQM, right? We can list n number of definitions for the TQM. Here I will tell some basic 3 definitions, right? You see the first definition, it is an organizational effort designed to improve quality at every level. So which in the sense, it is an organizational approach. For what? For improving the quality. At where? At every stage of the product or every stage of the manufacturing. Right. So here at every level, the word is mentioned. What is that meaning? If you're going for a manufacturing any product, in a single level, we can't get a complete product. So product in the sense, it is a collection of more than 2 or 3 parts. We know that. So at that time, 2 or 3 parts are manufactured at different levels. That time also we have to check about the quality. After we got as a product from the pot, we are getting a product. That time also we have to check the quality of the product. Right. So this is the meaning. The organizational effort designed to improve the quality in pot level as well as product level. Right. So you may get a question. Okay, I checked the quality of the pot. It is a one stage. Why you should go for the checking of the quality at the product itself? Why? Because while assembling or while arranging the pot, there is a possibility of getting error. Right. If we didn't check the quality at the product stage, what will happen? The customer will get a product that with some defects. They will give the after if they get the product with some defects, what will they give? Tell they will give some bad review. Right. So to avoid those conditions, we have to check the quality of the product as well as we have to check the quality of the pot. So this is one definition. And to see the second definition, a total quality management is a process, a perfect product. It is a process to produce a perfect product by a series of measures. So which in the sense, it is a one process. For what this process maintaining? To get a perfect product. So perfect product in the sense, it should not have any defects or failures. To get a complete product or to get a 100% perfect product, what they are doing, they are measuring the product on regular basis. They are measuring the product at every stages. How they are measuring or how they are achieving the perfect product? By putting the effort by the entire organization to prevent as well as to eliminate the errors. Right. So this is another definition. And then third definition, according to ISO, International Organization of Standards, TQM is defined as it is a management approach for an organization. It is a management approach for an organization. For what? Centered on quality. So we have to keep in our mind. This is the main word. According to ISO, it is a management approach for an organization centered on quality based on the participation of all the organizational members for achieving the long-term goal with customer satisfaction as well as benefit to all the organizational as well as society members. Right? So this is the TQM definition according to ISO. So now I hope everyone clear about what is meant by TQM. Right? And if you go for the TQM definition, it will give a number of meanings. But finally, one thing we have to keep in our mind, we should satisfy the customer by giving a quality products. That is the main aim. Move on to the aspects of TQM. There are three aspects. One is the counting, second is the customers, third is the culture. So in the first aspect, we will be studying the various quality tools. For what we are having various tools, various techniques for analyzing, understanding, and solving the quality problems. So which in the sense, if you are getting a failure in a product, there might be a reason why the failure has occurred. What is the reason? If the failure is happened by the customer, or if the failure is happened by the tools, or if the failure is happened by the raw material, those things we have to analyze, we have to understand. For that only we should focus on tools, techniques as well as trainings. Then second aspects, this is the key aspects of the total quality management, customers. So while giving the definition also, I told we have to focus about the customer. Why? Because the customer is the beneficiary. So quality for the customers as a driving force and central concern. So without customer, even if you are giving 150% quality product, there is no use. Clear? The last aspect is the culture. How we are sharing the values as well as beliefs by the leaders that define the support quality. So these are the various aspects of total quality management. Right. Now we will go for the principles of TQM. Right. This is the first principle. We can produce the quality work at the first time as well as every time. Here we should not speak about failure or defects. Why? Because we implemented the total quality concept. Right? You can approach the total quality management concept using any tools, any techniques. Once you implemented that time, even it's a first time or repeated time or every time, you should get quality product or you should get quality work. That is the main principle. Then second thing, always everywhere customer. We have to focus on the customer. Then we have to go for the strategic approach. For what? For improvement. What improvement? Quality improvement. Right. And then there should be a continuous improvement. So why I'm telling there should be a continuous improvement? Once you did some corrections, right? Or so let us imagine you got your own product, right? For measuring the quality of that product, there is a some 0.2% of error, right? For reducing that 0.2% of error, we have to implement any of the strategic approach. After implemented the strategic approach, again we should go for the measuring of that quality, whether we got any improvement in that 0.2% of error or not. Definitely there should be some improvement. So that is the meaning of implemented the strategic approach as well as improvement in continuous in the quality. Right. First time while measuring, we got 0.2% error. The second time, you should be reduced. It should be 0.05% or 0.1% error. Clear? Then next thing is the key elements of the TQM. So what are the key elements? So first I will tell various key elements. In the upcoming slides, in detail, I will explain. Right? First key element, focus on the customer. Second key element, employee involvement. And the third key element is continuous improvement. You see, first key element, focus on the customer. So why we have to focus on the customer? This thing what I told in the beginning, because customer only end user is getting the product or is getting the service. That time we have to focus on the customer. So for that, I will tell you a simple example. Okay. So let us imagine you are going to launch a new product, either it may be mobile or laptop or whatever it. So that time before going to launch a product, you have to focus the customer who will buy this product. Whether 18 plus buy this product or 15 plus buy this product or above 50 plus age people will buy this product. Like this, we have to take the survey. So based on the survey, we have to produce our product. So just like that, okay, I have an idea, I have the concept, I have the machine, I'm going to produce a product like that. Just like that, we should not take an action. We should not produce the product. We should identify the customer according to the customer requirements. After identify the customer, you have to approach the customer. Okay, what you are expecting, what are the features you want to be added in the existing thing or existing product. What are the quality ranges you are expecting? Like that, we have to identify the customer expectation, customer requirements. Then only we should go for the releasing of the product. Right? The first point is important to identify the organization's customers. Right? Even in the organization, we'll be having two types of customer. One is the external customer, another one is the internal customer. Right? So internal customer in the sense, the employees who receives the output of the other employees. Those people are the internal customer. Then who is the external customer? The person who is consuming the organization's product or service is named as the external customer. So we can tell we are the external customer. The person who is working inside the organization, he might be or maybe the internal customers. Right? Then second key element is the employee involvement. What is meant by employee involvement? Why there should be employee involvement? Right? If you want to get a quality product, as a single person, no one can achieve the complete quality product. Right? So for that, in an organization, if some 100 people are working, that time there should be a contribution of all the 100 employees. If only one employee is working with some effort or some concept or some technique, definitely there is no possibility to getting 100% with the complete quality product. So remaining all the 99 people also work together for what? For getting a quality product. So that is the meaning of employee involvement. So employees should be involved in quality initiatives. And then if you take any organization or firm, there will be two types of employees. Frontline employee as well as backline employee. Or in simple understanding, I will tell you are working in a production line, right? You are the production engineer. So below you, there will be some workers or operator, machine operator. So that time you should have the contact with the workers or operator. Why you should have the close contact with the operator? Well, because you know what are the quality concept or what are the quality tools which is implemented in this product. As a worker or as a operator, just he will come and operate the product and he will go. He don't know what procedure is followed or what methodology is implemented in this product. He don't know. Just you have to guide him. Okay, this is the methodology. This is a tool we implemented. We have to get with a less number of failures or less number of defects. For this, we have to follow these procedures regularly. We have to have the close contact with the employees. Then only we can get the quality product. Right. The last point of the employee involvement is employee must have all the authority to innovate as well as to improve the quality. You should not think, okay, I am the employee, I should not have any authority or I should not have any rules to take the initiatives or improve the quality. The manager or higher authority person only will take over those things. You should not think those things. You should not think like that. Why? Because you are the internal customer. You should have all the rights as well as the authority to innovate as well as improve the quality of the product. Okay. So, key element is the continuous improvement. Why we should know about continuous improvement? What is the meaning? Just one time I improved the quality of the product, then again and again why I have to go for the continuous improvement? If you take the word quality, it is not ending with a single process. So for that only, we have to go for the continuous improvement. So if we work continuously, there will be a improvement in the performance, there will be improvement in the speed, and there will be a improvement in the features of the product as well as the service. So to get the improvement in these parameters, we should go for the continuous improvement. So continuous improvement in the sense, you can't imagine, okay, I'm doing the continuous improvement, I got some large amount of quality. Now, it's not like that. The incremental improvement that occurs on a regular basis will eventually add up to vast improvement in the quality. Right? So we can't get, even it's a small add up, but there will be a vast improvement. So that's why we should focus on the continuous improvement. And total quality management is a process to use it as the continuous improvement in all the functions and in all the product or in all the levels. You should not only take on the single product or single service or single levels. It is a continuous improvement should be made in all the functions. The term represents an ongoing continuous commitment to improvement for achieving the quality of the product. The last point of the continuous improvement is the foundation of the quality element is the management philosophy that supports meeting customer requirements through continuous improvement. Is it clear? So finally, where will we end with the customer satisfaction or customer requirements? For these things only, we are going for the continuous improvement, we are going for the strategic approach, we are going for the 0% defective products to meet the customer requirements. We'll go for the benefits of TQM. Okay, I implemented TQM approach, I implemented the TQM concepts. What will be the benefits? Once you implemented the TQM tools or TQM concepts, definitely there will be improvement in the quality. You can't tell, okay, I implemented all the 7 quality tools, but I didn't get any improvement in the quality. You can't tell. Why? Because all the employees are working together. All the employees are implementing some concept. They're implementing some tools. Then definitely the output will be finished good product with 0 defects or 0 failure. Then once you implement the TQM, definitely there will be employee participation. You can't think, okay, only one employee is working, remaining all are in the rest. We can't think like that. Definitely there will be all the employee participation, and all the employee will work together. We can tell teamwork. Once they are working in team, definitely there will be a better relationship among the employee, and our customer will be satisfied with our product. Our customer will be satisfied with our service. So we can tell customer satisfaction and employee satisfaction. Once the customer satisfied, what will happen? Definitely as a employee, you will be satisfied. So we can tell employee satisfaction, there will be employee satisfaction. Once the customer is satisfied with your product or service, what will happen? Definitely there will be a huge reach in your product. That time there will be a more demand. Once there is a demand on your product, your productivity will increase. Am I right? And the next, profit. As a employee or as a owner or as a organizational person, definitely you will get profit. How you are getting profit? You are giving the quality product. Once you are giving the quality product, means you are having the high demand in the market. Because of that, you are getting high profit when you compare with the other products. Then you will be having the high market share. So these are the various benefits of total quality management. Now we will move on to the advantage of TQM. So whenever you are producing the high standard product or high quality product, definitely there will be a improvement in reputation. How the reputation improves? We are identifying the faults, we are sorting out the problems, we are giving the product with 0 defects. So this is the main advantage, improves the reputations. Fault and problems are spotted and sorted out in quick in time. Then high employee morale, which in the sense of workers will be motivated by extra responsibility, teamwork, involvement in decisions of TQM. This is another advantage. And cost, we have to mainly focus about the cost. When you are giving the high quality product, so that time you should think about the cost. Okay, for I want to give the high quality product. For that, I am ready to spend more money. It is useless. You should spend less amount, but you should get high profit as well as high customer satisfaction. So these things we can achieve by implementing the total quality management concept as well as total quality management tools. And if we follow the total quality management concept, there will be a less waste as well as less defective products. We no need to go for the separation. Okay, this is a failure product or this is a defective products. Like that, we no need to go for the segregation. Simple concept I will tell. If we follow the TQM concept, in TQM they will tell 1 ppm, which in the sense, if you are making a 1 lakh products, there should be a only 3 failure products among the 1 lakh products. How we achieved, you imagine, we are producing a 1 lakh. Out of the 1 lakh products, only we are having the some 0.003% only failure products. Remaining all the products are coming under the successful category. How we achieved these things? 1 ppm concept, because of the TQM. Clear? Next, drawbacks of the TQM. So in the previous slide, I told we should not, there is a less cost, but at the initial stage, we have to spend some amount at the initial introduction cost. That will come into picture. And then once you implemented the TQM concept, you can't aim, okay, for several years or for long years, I will get the benefits like that. We can't think. And then workers may be resistant to the change. So these are the various disadvantages of TQM. Next, we will move on to the benefits of total quality management. The first benefit is the financial benefits. Financial benefits in the sense it will include lower cost, high return on sales, and high investment. And then you can able to charge high when compared with the other competitive products. Why? Because you are giving the high quality products. That time definitely your product price will be high when compared with the competitive products. So no one will ask to query, okay, I am giving the same kind of product, but my MRP is this much. Why you are giving a this much MRP? No one can't ask the question because you are giving the high standard, high quality products. How we can achieve these things? Because of the TQM. And this TQM will improve the access to global markets, high customer retention levels. Long time, the customer will rely on your product only. They won't go for the other products. So for this simple example, I can tell we are buying a cloth or shoe with some high branded. So brand in the sense which is having the high quality. We are believing, right? Some brand you are buying. How we are buying? Which is satisfying your requirement, which is satisfying your expectation. So that's why you are relying on that particular brand. You are not moving into the any other products. So that time, if you are giving a quality product, the customer will be relying on your product. You will get high customer retention levels. And then we will be having a less time to develop the new innovations. We don't need to spend more time. Already we are having the product. In that just we are implementing new concept or implementing the quality tools. So that time no need to spending of the more time. And reputation is a quality firm. We can get okay. This XYZ is a quality firm. We can rely on them. They will give only the quality products. Like a reputation we will get. This is because of TQM. Finally, we can tell total quality management is one such approach that seeks to improve the quality as well as performance, which will meet or exceed the customer expectations. So wherever you go, finally the TQM will come under the satisfaction of customer or meeting the expectation of the customers. And finally, the conclusion, we came to the conclusion. So TQM encourages the participation amongst the employees, managers, and organization as whole. They know they want to work, okay, this is my work, this is my team, or this is my product. I only do Like that, they won't segregate or they won't be separate. As a whole, they will work together. It was not teamwork. So using quality management reduces rework. So which in the sense, once you implemented the quality while giving the product on the first time or every time, you will get the quality products only. You won't get failure products. That is the meaning. It will reduce the reworks or nearly to zero reworks. And then the responsibility, either it's a professional or social or legal, one that rests with the pharmaceutical manufacturer or for the assurance of the quality of the products, we can be achieved by as a well organization manner. So this is for the legal expert. This point is added. Not only pharma industry, any industry we can get a quality product if we implement the quality tools, as well as if we worked as a team or if we worked as a well organization, definitely we can get the quality in the product. Then culture and complete engagement of the employees at the workplace. It should be realized in the national as well as international regulations must be implemented systematically and followed as a process. Then in the TQM, I told it is a continuous improvement, and there also should be a control. That control should be practiced rigorously. Okay, just like that we can't do. Okay, some modification or some changes I taken for the quality improvement, like that you should not do. There should be a rigorous practice and the control. And the last conclusion is the quality is critically important ingredient to any organization success today, which can be achieved by TQM. So finally, I want to conclude this one. If you want to get with some quality product or quality service, it is a critical ingredient which can be achieved by TQM. So why we should go for the TQM? To prevent the failures other than the detecting or defecting the failures. Clear? With this, I will close my today's lecture. So thank you all. If you have any query, you can contact me through mail. Thank you all once again.